I was 10 years old, and I went to see Star Wars with my parents in Los Angeles, where we were living. I went into the theater sort of one person and came out another. It was a profoundly moving, funny, crazy, spectacular adventure, and it was one of the things that made me want to get into movies. My job in doing the movie was obviously not to be a fanboy, was to be the director of the movie. So we knew that we needed to tell a story that was going forward and that was going to be introducing new characters. We didn't want to necessarily exclude certain beloved characters for fans, so we went backwards to go forwards.
I was raised to do one thing, but I've got nothing to fight for.
Fundamental structure of it would be something that would make you know and remind you of Star Wars. But the new characters, including BB-8, were critical because we wanted to introduce something that would feel like an extension, if you knew the world, of what had come before. There would be familiar faces as well, but also to have a new attitude, a new personality. The center to that is Rey, played by Daisy Ridley, who is an extraordinary new young actress who plays our main character, along with Finn, played by John Boyega, who is equally great. And the two of them and BB-8, this new droid, go on this adventure together.
We can't outrun them!
We might!
We need a pilot!
We've got one!
We knew we had an amazing original cast. We knew we had these incredible new actors, but what would they be like together? And so some of my favorite moments in the movie are beats between Harrison and Daisy, or Harrison and John. Harrison Ford is the kind of movie star I don't think exists anymore. To be Harrison and to, 30-some years later, step back into literally these shoes and be this character again, I feel privileged to have been involved in this movie. And I feel really lucky that I got to be there and watch him find the voice of Han Solo, 3 decades plus later.
Come on, baby, don't let me down.
If we were going to be doing a Star Wars story, it was going to need a light versus dark, a good versus evil story at its core. And Kylo Ren is someone who aspires to a kind of darkness. The story is not just about watching someone discover a strength in a kind of righteous heroism. It's also a story in someone discovering their opportunity to commit fully to the dark side.
I will finish what you started.
George Lucas did something extraordinary in 1977, which is that he combined these elements of things that he loved and concocted a brand new thing that was not like anything. So incredibly executed, perfectly cast and written, visual effects, the music, everywhere you looked, sound effects, it was all just so great. I wanted to go back to a look, to a feeling, but also to go back to the sort of the fundamental bones, the structure of what A New Hope was. We used actual film, and to be on real locations with film, shooting things that were practical, it just gave us standard for the rest of the movie to live up to. It was really important to me that the movie feel as authentic as possible, that it look and feel real. If you need to have a character or a creature or a droid in a shot, you think, well, we'll do it in CG. But the reality was there were so many things that we realized we could do practically that would actually make the movie better. Neil Scanlon, who was about to retire, who we luckily pulled out of near retirement to run the creature shop, built unbelievable dozens and dozens of amazing creatures and droids, including BB-8. The idea was get people sort of caught up in and sort of sucked into and invested in this brand new world with these brand new characters. Don't have the thing be a nostalgia play from the beginning. You know, it's a brand new group, and their story, both their history and where they're going, is for me the classic Star Wars thing. As much as it's a brand new story, it's underdogs. It's people who essentially feel like they're nobodies, but they've got these sort of dreams of something greater, but how they're going to get there, they have no idea. And over the course of this movie, they begin to realize their place in the world. And that, to me, is at the core of what Star Wars always was.